This is Tony T here from Tony'sPicks.com with our MLB Pick Show here for Tuesday, June the 10th. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks over our channel delivered by myself as well as our team of cappers at Tony'sPicks.com. Make it a great channel to subscribe to. Give us a like, a thumbs up on this video. It really helps our channel. We also have a live show every day, 9:30 a.m. each time. Tony's Picks Morning Show. I go live. The cappers join me. We give out live free picks from the day's card, going game by game with you. Our live chat's open so you guys can interact with us with your questions and your picks. And of course, we are looking for cappers this time of the year. So if you'd like to apply, you can get a live audition on our live show, or you can send us an email. Visit Tony'sPicks.com, upper right corner, contact us page, send it to us. And then visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top performers in our industry. Click the link to the hot cappers. You see them up there like Rod Zawacki, Sean Higgs, Ron Crawford, Mills. These guys you know from our live shows as well as our videos. Ramon has been red hot last 30 days up there as well. Yours truly hitting it. Brian Bittler has been hot. Latest sprint picks here, center of the page with best bets and more. We'll be locked and loaded for this Tuesday card. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Promo code TonyT at checkout will knock off that 15%. Links in the description to get signed up. So let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway. All right, Tigers and Orioles for Tuesday. Sawyer Gipson-Long will get the start here for Detroit. Gipson-Long in his 2025 debut allowed 3 earned runs with 3 strikeouts in 3 2/3 innings. He started 4 games in 2023, allowing 6 earned runs with 26 strikeouts in 20 innings. He missed 2024 with Tommy John surgery. Kate Povich gets to start for Baltimore. Povich in 11 starts, an ERA 5.11, whip of 1.47. Lefty fans 24%, 8.5% walks, a ground ball rate of 40%, 1.44 home runs per 9 innings. Tigers hitting .265 in their past 7 games. Orioles hit .220 in their 32 night games. Their bullpen has an ERA of 5.2 at home. Detroit bullpen on the road, an ERA of 3.47. The Tigers are 10-1 facing teams with a 380 to 460 win percentage. That's a plus 9.2 unit return. Baltimore 6-22 facing a team with a bullpen whip of 1.25 or lower. That's a minus 20 unit loss. Pick here Detroit in this one. Reds and Guardians for Tuesday. Andrew Abbott starts for Cincinnati. Abbott in 10 starts, an ERA 2.18, whip of 1.06. The left-hander fans 28%, 9% walks, a ground ball rate 27%, 1.01 home runs per 9 innings. Slade Ciccone gets a start for Cleveland. Ciccone in 4 starts, an ERA 4.87, whip of 1.43. Righty strikes out 23%, 8% walks, a ground ball rate of 34%, 2.66 home runs per 9 innings. His FIP is 6.11. Cincinnati hitting .282 against the American League. Cleveland hitting .225 against left-handed starters. Abbott in his 4 road starts, an ERA of 2.05. The Reds bullpen in their past 6 games, an ERA of 1.64. They are 6-4 on the road against winning teams with a plus 3.5 unit return. Guardians 1-3 at home facing an NL starter with a whip of 1.25 or lower this season. That's a minus 2 unit loss. Pick here Cincinnati minus 102. Marlins and Pirates for Tuesday. Sandy Alcantara expected to start for Miami. Alcantara got 12 starts, ERA 7.89, whip of 1.58. The right-hander strikes out 17%, 11.5% walks. His ground balls 51%, 1.26 home runs per 9 innings. Mitch Keller gets a start for Pittsburgh. Keller made 13 starts, ERA 4.13, whip 1.27. The righty fans 19%, 6% walks. The ground ball rate of 44%. 0.59 home runs per 9 innings. Alcantara on the road allowed 29 runs in 19 2/3 innings. Keller in his past 5 starts, an ERA of 3.73. Their bullpen in their past 6 games, an ERA of 2.12. Pittsburgh 12-5 at home, facing a team that bats .255 or lower. Miami 8-17 on the road against right-hand starters. That's a minus 4 unit loss. Pick here Pittsburgh minus 120. Cubs and the Phillies for Tuesday. Colin Ray expected to start or will be a bulk pitcher. We saw an opener for him last time out. Ray appeared in 13 games, ERA 3.59, whip of 1.35. Righty fans 18%, 7% walks. His ground balls 39%, 1.25 home runs per 9 innings. Mick Abel gets a start for Philadelphia. able in 2 starts, allowed 1 earned run with 11 strikeouts in 11 1/3 innings. The right-hander is a first-round pick in 2020 out of high school. He put up great numbers in 10 starts in AAA. Chicago hit in .237 in their past 6 games. Philadelphia at home bats .261. Ray in his past 5 starts an ERA of 4.82. The Cubs 4-5 as a road underdog of even money to +150. That's a -1 unit loss. Philadelphia 16-6 at home against right-handed starters. Pick here Philadelphia here at -123. Nationals and the Mets. This one for Tuesday. Mackenzie Gore will start for Washington. Gore has 13 starts, an ERA 2.87, whip of 1.14. The left-hander, an elite 35% K rate, 7% walks. His ground balls 35%, 7.96 home runs per 9 innings. Griffin Canning makes a start for New York. Canning here with 12 starts, an ERA 2.90, whip of 1.32. The righty fans 23%, 10.5% walks. His ground balls 51%, 0.92 home runs per 9 innings. Washington batting 183 in their past 6 games. New York hitting .235 against left-handed starters. Gore in his past 5 starts, an ERA of 2.15. New York bullpen at home, an ERA of 2.57. The Nationals 7-3 to the under on the road as an underdog of even money to +150. New York 5-2 to the under at home against left-handed starters. Pick here Washington, New York under 7.5. Rays and Red Sox for Tuesday. Ron Pepio starts for Tampa Bay. Pepio in 13 starts, an ERA 3.20, whip of 1.13. The right-hander strikes out 21%, 7.5% walks. His ground balls are 38% with 1.42 home runs per 9 innings. Lucas Giolito gets a start for Boston. Giolito 7 starts, an ERA 6.42, whip of 1.63. The righty fans 18%, 7.5% walks. His ground balls 40%, 1.6 home runs per 9 innings. His FIP is 4.75. That Bay hit in .262 against right-handed starters. Pepio in his 4 road games, an ERA of 2.35. The Rays 4-1 on the road facing starters who average fewer than 5 innings per start. That's a +3 unit return. Boston 3-5 at home against the division, losing 2.5 units. Pick here Tampa Bay -109. Rangers and the Twins. This one for Tuesday. Tyler Mahle starts for Texas. Mahle has 13 starts, an ERA 2.02, whip of 1.07. Righty fans 19%, 9% walks. A ground ball rate of 44%. Limited home run damage. His FIP 3.21. Simeon Woods Richardson will start for Minnesota. Woods Richardson appeared in 8 games, ERA 5.02, whip of 1.54. Righty fans 21%, 8.5% walks, a ground ball rate of 28%, 1.91 home runs per 9 innings. He moves from AAA with injuries to Lopez and Matthews. Texas batting .204 in the past 6 games with a bullpen ERA of 1.93. Minnesota batting .248 at home, but posts an ERA of 3. Woods Richardson at home has an ERA of 2.40 in his 3 starts. And with those home numbers, they still send him to the minors. Texas 21-4 the under, facing teams that have a bullpen whip of 1.25 or lower. The Twins 16-12 the under at home. Pick here Texas and Minnesota under 8.5. Braves and the Brewers for Tuesday. Grant Holmes starts for Atlanta. Holmes appeared in 13 games, an ERA 3.99, whip of 1.20. The righty strikes out 24%, 10.5% walks, a ground ball rate of 50%, 1.46 home runs per 9 innings. Quinn Priester gets the start for Milwaukee. Priester in 11 appearances, an ERA 3.88, whip of 1.31. Righty fans 15.5%, 11% walks. His ground balls 59% with 0.97 home runs per 9 innings. Atlanta batting 197 in their past 6 games, but the Brewers just at 206. The Brewers bullpen in this period an ERA of 2.49. Holmes over his past 5 starts an ERA of 3.18 with Priester at 2.63. Atlanta 20-5 the under facing NL team with an on-base percentage of 325 or lower. The Brewers 15-5 the under at home against these teams with a bullpen whip of 1.35 or lower this season. Pick here Atlanta and Milwaukee under 8.5. Yankees and Royals for Tuesday. Max Fried gets a start for New York. Fried in 13 starts, an ERA 1.78, whip of .94. Lefty strikes out 24%, 5.5% walks. His ground balls 52%, .56 home runs per 9 innings. Noah Cameron gets a start for KC. Cameron has 5 starts, an ERA .85, whip of .79. Lefty fans 16%, 8.5% walks. His grounders are 38%, .57 home runs per 9 innings. KC in their past 6 games hitting .309. The Yankees bullpen in this period an ERA of 5.14. Fried in his past 5 starts an ERA of 3.07. New York 4-4 on the road against left-handed starters. That's a -1 unit loss. Royals 4-1 at home against lefty starters, returning 4 units. Pick here KC plus 162. Blue Jays and Cardinals for Tuesday. Chris Bassett gets the start for Toronto. Bassett in 13 starts, an ERA 3.56, whip of 1.32. Veteran strikes out 24%, 5.5% walks. His ground balls 46%, 1.1 home runs per 9 innings. Miles Michaelis gets the start for St. Louis. Michaelis has 12 starts, an ERA 3.96, whip of 1.27. Righty strikes out 14%, 6.5% walks. His grounders are 38% with .59 home runs per 9 innings. Toronto banged .228 in their past 6 games. St. Louis hitting .278 at home. Bassett in his 6 road starts an ERA of 4.86. Michaelis in his past 5 starts has an ERA of 2.96. Toronto 1-4 as a road favorite at even money to 150 this season. Cardinals 17-4 at home against right-handed starters. It's a plus 14 unit return. Pick here St. Louis plus 109. White Sox and the Astros for Tuesday. Shane Smith starts for Chicago. Smith in 12 starts, an ERA 2.45, whip of 1.14. Lefty strikes out 23%, 9.5% walks. His ground balls 43%, .58 home runs per 9 innings. His FIP 3.51. Lance McCullers gets the start for Houston. McCullers in 6 starts, an ERA 4.44, whip of 1.40. Righty strikes out 29%, 10.5% walks. A ground ball rate of 44%. 1.11 home runs per 9 innings. Astros in their past 6 games hitting .220. McCullers in his 3 home starts allowed 12 runs in 10 2/3 innings. Chicago 5-3 on the road, facing starters that average less than 5 innings per start. That's a plus 7 unit return. Pick your Chicago plus 162. Giants and the Rockies for Tuesday. Kyle Harrison starts for San Francisco. Harrison appeared in 7 games, ERA 4.34, whip of 1.29. The lefty fans 24%, 9% with the walks. The ground balls 40%, .96 home runs per 9 innings. Carson Palmquist gets the start for Colorado. Palmquist in 4 starts, an ERA 8.50, whip of 1.83. Lefty strikes out 16%, 11.5% walks. The grounders are 30%, 2 home runs per 9 innings. It'll be 84 degrees at game time, wind blowing out. The Rockies are batting .261 over their past 6 games, but a bullpen ERA approaching 5 there. They are 11-8 to the over at home against winning teams. Pick here San Francisco and Colorado over 11.5. Athletics and Angels, this one for Tuesday. Mitch Spence starts for Athletics. Spence appeared in 23 games in ERA 4.09, whip of 1.27. Righty fans 22%, 8% walks. The ground balls come in here at 44%, 1.02 home runs per 9 innings. Jose Soriano gets a start for the Angels. Soriano here in 13 starts in ERA 4.11, whip of 1.59. The righty strikes out 16%, 12% walks. The ground ball rate is 66%. Limited home run damage. Athletics batting .268 in their past 7 games. Their bullpen on the road an ERA of 6.35. Soriano in his 5 home starts has an ERA near 6. Angels bullpen at home an ERA of 5.67. It'll be 75 degrees at home at game time with the wind blowing out. Athletics 3-0 to the over on the road, facing teams that average 1.25 home runs per game or greater. Pick your Athletics and Angels over 9. Mariners and Diamondbacks, this one for Tuesday. Brian Wu starts for Seattle. Wu in 12 starts, an ERA 3.07, whip of .96. Righty strikes out 23%, 3.5% walks. The grounders sit at 40%, 1.06 home runs per 9 innings. Brendan Fad gets to start for Arizona. Fad has 13 starts, ERA 5.51, whip of 1.36. Righty strikes at 18%, 6% walks, a ground ball rate of 41%, 1.65 home runs per 9 innings. Seattle hitting 259 on the road with 42 homers in 31 games. Arizona hitting 216 against the AL. Wu in his past 5 starts, an ERA of 2.25. Fad in his past 5 starts allowed 24 runs in 18 2/3 innings. Arizona bullpen at home, an ERA of 5.68. Mariners 7-5 on the road, facing teams with a bullpen ERA of 4.20 or higher. That's a plus 1.5 unit return. Arizona 10-13 at home against right-hand starters, with a 10.5 unit loss here. Pick here Seattle minus 113. Dodgers and Padres for Tuesday. Bobby Miller expected to start for LA. Miller appeared in 2 games, allowing 7 earned runs with 7 strikeouts in 5 innings. The right-hander has a career ERA of 5.44 with 8.6 strikeouts and 1.51 home runs per 9 innings. Dylan Cease starts for San Diego. Cease in 13 starts, ERA 4.72, whip of 1.31. Righty fans 29%, 8% walks. The ground ball rate 37%, 1.05 home runs per 9 innings. When expected to blow out here, LA banged 270 against right-hand starters with 73 homers in 46 games. They have hit Cease pretty well. San Diego hitting 296 in their 12 divisional games. Dodgers bullpen in their past 28 games, an ERA of 4.50. And of course, they are dealing injuries to their top relievers. Padres 4-2 to the over at home, facing teams that outscore opponents by half run per game or greater. Pick here LA and San Diego over 8.5. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks on our channel, delivered by myself as well as our team of cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com, making it a great channel to subscribe to. Give us a like, a thumbs up on this video. It really helps us build up our audience. And of course, our live show every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It is a Tony Picks Morning Show, going live with cappers. Join me as well, going game by game with free picks from the day's card. That chat is open, so you guys can interact with us on the live chat with your questions and your picks. And of course, this time of the year, we are looking for cappers. So you can apply here on our live show with live auditions, or send us an email at Tony'sPicks.com. Contact us form on the top of the page. Don't forget to visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com, for our best bets. Our pre and plays are there from our top performing cappers. You see them there like Rod Zawacki, Sean Higgs, Ron Crawford, Mills up there. All these guys you know from our live shows as well as our YouTube videos. So go ahead and get signed up. Latest pre and picks here at the page with best bets and more. We will be locked and loaded for the card here on Tuesday. And remember, our promo code TonyG at checkout will knock off that 15%. The link's in the description to get signed up. That'll do it for now. I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you later.